Presentation, quite information and a lot of misinformation about what I'm about to talk about. Gateshead Council, the executive branch, have sent me a number of letters pertaining to micro-radiation transmitters.
Excuse me, Mr. Steve, can I have the question?
I will do. I just wanted to clear up a little bit of misinformation. Council think these transmitters are not microwave radiation. That is incorrect. They most certainly are. A millimetre to a full metre waveform is microwave radiation. It's just to clear up the fact that the Executive Council don't know what microwave radiation actually is. Right. The question: why did the executive officers in their cabinet report of the 16th of March 2010 state nil to the following when presenting their report to our elected members of experimental 5G telecoms transceivers attached to all the new LED street lighting and its well-known detrimental health effects on the environment, especially in regard to small flying insects, birds, children and pregnant women, moving the uninsurable transmitter and liability for any future claims for damages on the ratepayers of Gateshead. Number 13, quality and diversity applications stated nil. That's not the case. Women and young children on the front line in relation to microwave radiation. Health implications nil. Microwave radiation, there are 120 of the expert scientists from around the world who have recently wrote and implored the United Nations, implored the EU to stop 5G rollout. This technology is most certainly 5G rollout. It was the members were told that this was a control management system. It most certainly is not. There are lights on all over the borough. And that shows that it is most certainly not a control management system, because if it was a control management system, believe it or not, they could switch them on and off. But they can't. It's the future 5G rollout is currently on idle. I have two ladies in my near locality where the mast is very close to their home. They are bleeding from the nose. It is a symptom of microwave radiation pollution. I also, it's quite an interesting photograph. This is a transmitter. Manufacturer states it's not safe at several metres of a human. You can see it's actually directly outside somebody's bedroom window. The manufacturer of this particular device says that's not safe.
Mr. Steele, could you please just ask your question?
I have asked the question. What I'm trying to explain to the members, the members haven't been informed about this 5G rollout. This is fifth generation.
Can I raise a point?
You can.
Mr. Steele, thank you very much. What you are doing is asking a question, not being able to address what presentation. You've asked your question, please.
Let's go.
In line with the Constitutional Council, you ask a question, and the response from that area will respond. You'll be allowed to ask a supplementary question. Not a presentation.
Fantastic. Well, I was actually informed that I'll be able to ask the supplementary question, and that's the reason why I've come up with this in the first instance.
I suspect I might be back on in a few minutes.
Right, Mr. Steele. Councillor Macaroy would like to respond.
And first of all, can I thank you for your question, Mr. Steele. The health effects of exposure to radio frequency EMFs have been researched and reviewed over several decades. The advice from the World Health Organization, European Commission and Public Health England is that there is no convincing evidence that radio wave exposures below guideline levels cause health effects in either adults or children. Additionally, the group leader of Public Health England's AMF disseminatory group has considered the information presented by you and concludes the following. Your views and those contained in the attachments that you forward to the Council, as they apply to human health, do not contain any information that might change public health in England's current advice. The assertion that women and children have a greater impact from microwave radiation is not supported by the science. With regard,
excuse me, Mr. Steele. Mr. Steele, that's no, you've asked the question, you get your reply.
That's not the case. I have peer review after peer review research to show that that's not true.
Please do, thank you.
Well, what's been ordered in the Constitution? You've asked one question. Council Matter finish his response. You may then ask a supplementary question on the points of answer, and then you will conclude.
The Cabinet report of March 2010, nil implications were stated based upon the advice and the information available to the Council at that time. A number of other local authorities throughout the country were also installing similar LED and transmitter systems on the same basis. Also, the Council procured a proprietary lighting system that met all the required quality standards established by the BSI Group and others. Of course, we will be replying to in writing based on my response to you.
Thank you. Do you have a supplementary question?
Considering that no environmental or health impact assessment or public consultation have been carried out in relation to the 31,859 experimental telecoms transceivers emitting microwave radiation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in contradiction of the carbon reduction policy, positioned adjacent to people's bedrooms and living spaces with some installations within the advised safe working distance to the units you saw the photograph before.
Mr. Steele, please, can we have the question? The supplementary question.
The supplementary question is, on behalf of all those in the borough who are suffering unexplained non-thermal induced mental health issues as a consequence, including economic hardship, especially on vulnerable groups, include electromagnetic sensitive persons, women, children, the unborn and disabled with metal implants that act as an antenna increasing the hazard, we request a full environmental impact analysis and health review from ecologists, oncologists and biologists, expert scientists in their fields, relying on the latest scientific data, not pre-2010 science, the latest scientific data and published evidence to ascertain the effect on small flying insects, small birds, and to confirm that this experimental 5G telecom data is not the class 1 carcinogen as reported in recent the largest $24 million USA NTP research study on non-ionizing radiation. A class 1A cancer.
Thank you, Mr. Steele. I think we've got the supplementary question there.
Thanks for the supplementary. I think there's probably quite a lot of information there which I probably haven't got the head around quite yet. And probably some new facts I think within that, but what we will do is if you can give us a copy of that supplementary, then we'll include a response to that when we get back into the full response. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Steele.
An appeal from 180 eminent scientists in the field on 5G.
Mr. Steele.
This is not a joke. There are people.
I am not laughing, sir.
There are people in this community from this rollout.
Madam Mayor, thank you very much.
Well, I'm very passionate about this. I've got neighbours bleeding from the nose at night from this telecom. This secretly rolled out 5G. Somebody needs to go to prison. There's a crime against humanity.